Good morning, friends. I welcome all to today's lecture about kinds of nouns. Already we have discussed about the parts of speech and what are the parts of speech. We have already discussed. Right now, we study about kinds of nouns. Okay, what is noun? A noun, it has taken from Latin language. In Latin, nomen meaning name. A noun is originated from Latin language from a word nomen meaning name. So a noun is a word used as a name of something, be it person, place, animal or thing. Nouns are so numerous that they naturally fall into groups. These groups have some characteristics in common which draw them together, and that each group may be distinguished from others. It is for convenience that different group of birds, for example crows, sparrows, peacocks, etc., and animals, tigers, lions, wolves, etc., are given different names. The same is the case in grammars. Grouping nouns, adverbs or adjectives into different classes by the grammarians was not done with the view of tormenting us, but to help us understand the different parts of speech better, and thus enabling us to use them with greater clarity and effect. Remember, the name of anything under the sun or above it is a noun. Thus, it may be the name of people. For example, Mary, Salma, Priya, John, Salim, man, woman, child, etc. The name of animals: elephant, dog, goat, lion, rhino, kangaroo, etc. And also the name of birds: peacock, raven, eagle, ostrich, dove, crow, etc. And also the name of fish: whale, shark, salim, for example salmon, pomfret, porpoise, mackerel, etc. These are the different types of names of fish. And also the noun is the name of solids: wood, stone, table, watch, cloth, book, etc. And also name of liquid: water, oil, kerosene, diesel, petrol, etc. And also the name of gases: hydrogen, oxygen, smoke, etc. and also the name of feelings, joy, anger, sorrow, love, etc. And also the name of ideas, virtue, bravery, cowardice, heroism, etc. So, the name of anything under the sun or above it is a noun. When we have such a vast variety of names, it becomes necessary to group them in various ways. They can be grouped in a number of ways, but for our purpose, we will divide them into 5 groups: proper nouns, common nouns, collective nouns, material nouns, and abstract nouns. So, nouns are divided into broadly 2 types: concrete nouns and abstract nouns. Again, concrete nouns divided into 4 parts: proper nouns, common nouns, collective noun, and material nouns. Broadly, there are 2 types: concrete nouns, abstract nouns. In concrete nouns, there are 4 types. Okay, we will study each one of in detail. The first one is proper noun. The word proper means here means own. Hence, a proper name or a proper noun is a person or thing's own name. For example, men and women, mountains and rivers, seas and oceans, cities, towns and villages, planets and stars all have their individual names. Thus, you may be Simran or Afrin, Firoz or Robert. Your friend may be Steve, Haftab, Maya, Farah, Sunil, Alex or Mark. Your dog may be Rambo or Pluto. And you may live in Mumbai, New Delhi, London, Sydney or Karachi. All these names are individual names. These names are proper nouns. Names proper to some individuals and places. A proper noun is always spelt with an initial capital letter. Example, I live in Nepal. Here Nepal is a proper noun. Her name is Jane. Did you see Amir? This book is by Jeffrey Archer. The river Ganga flows from the Himalayas. The sun is hidden behind the clouds. These names are called proper nouns. And also, let's move to common nouns. Before that, some proper nouns that you see frequently are days of the week and months of the year. Remember, individual name of people, places, things, along with the days of the week and the months of the year are all proper nouns. This is proper nouns. Then we move to common nouns. When we speak of people without using their names, we speak of them as man, woman, child, girl, boy, brother, sister, mother, father, nephew, niece, mother-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, father-in-law, etc. Or when we say animal, bird, tree, flower without using their individual names, we are using common nouns. Common nouns are words that indicate certain common characteristics. They are general names. We use them because of certain general characteristics indicated by the name. Thus, tree, plant, flower, sea, ocean, pencil, pen, paper, bird, animal, iron, silver, fence, wood, farm, school, garden, street, road, lane, village, town, city, country, apple, orange fruit, juice, rice, sugar, wet, etc. are all common nouns. The number of common nouns is endless. Common nouns are general names of everything. Okay, then we move to collective noun. Collective nouns are nouns that express a number of objects or persons or things of the same class collected together, such as army, crowd, mob, flock, fleet, head, class, etc. For example, army is a collective noun because it is a name given to a collection of soldiers. So also navy, air force, etc. Crowd and mob speaks of a group of people. Also class, an audience, company, government, etc. Flock is a collection of sheep. Head is used to denote a collection of cattle. Fleet denotes several collection of ships. You see some of the examples here. For example, an anthology of poems, an army of caterpillars, a baron of mules, a batch of bread baked at the same time, a bouquet of flowers, a chest of dryers, a chain of mountains, a cottage of people following a funeral, a covey of partridges, a flock of sheep, geese, a forest of trees, a game of whales or porpoises, a leap of leopards, a set of tools, a series of events, a field of athletics, a group of islands. Like this, these are called collective nouns. Then we move to material nouns. Material nouns are nouns that express an indefinite mass of matter, as glass, stone, rice, and sugar. When a material noun is used to express a definite object, it is no longer a material noun but a class noun. Example, give me a glass of water. Do not throw pieces of stones. Example, iron, gold, brass, marble, copper, steel, cotton, silver. Find out the material noun from the following. Plastic is of much use. Cotton dress is cheap. Iron is very useful metal. Plastic, cotton, iron, all are called material nouns. Then if you go deep into the material noun, these nouns are called material nouns because they refer particularly to the material aspect of things. When we speak of fish as simply a creature, the word is a common noun, but when we speak of fish as an article of food, it is said to be a material noun. Similarly, gold, silver, mud, timber, mutton, butter, cheese, cloth, pulp, lead, etc. may all be common nouns or material nouns according to the meaning they have in the context in which they are used. Okay, this is the material noun. Then we move to abstract noun. Abstract nouns are nouns that express general terms, whether attributes or phenomena like goodness, speech, etc. In material nouns, the matter aspect of a thing is emphasized. The opposite characteristic, that is, when not the matter but some quality or characteristic is indicated by the noun, we get the abstract noun. When the abstract noun indicates cannot be realized by our senses. We can see the sun, we can touch the table, we can eat the food, we can hear singing, but we cannot feel courage. We can see and touch an infant, but we feel infancy. No, abstract nouns suggest an idea. We can sense abstract nouns, we can get an idea about them, but we cannot touch, hear or feel them. Hence, courage and infancy are abstract nouns. For example, a quality, honesty, convenience, wisdom, bravery, darkness, and also a state, death, sleep, poverty, childhood. These are all called abstract nouns. And also a feeling or action, pleasure, laughter, hatred, theft. A process of thought, for example, logic, astronomy. These are all called abstract nouns. So these all are kinds of nouns. So nouns are divided into broadly two types: concrete nouns and abstract nouns. In concrete nouns, again there are four types: proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material nouns. So what is concrete nouns? Concrete nouns are the names of persons, places or things that can be perceived by our senses. They exist physically or materially. For example, they are proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material nouns. But abstract nouns are the names of the qualities, ideas, etc. that can be perceived by our senses. They do not have physical existence. They are the names of qualities, states or concepts. This is the kinds of nouns. I hope you understand well about the different kinds of nouns. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I show you some slides to understand easily about the kinds of nouns. You see here, noun is divided into concrete nouns and abstract nouns. Proper noun. In concrete nouns, there are proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun. Common noun are two types, countable and uncountable, and then broadly abstract nouns. Then concrete nouns, see here, proper noun, common nouns, and also collective noun, then abstract nouns. This is the with this matter I wind up this lecture. I look forward all you next lecture. Thank you very much.